Umiinom ka ba ng kape? I'm sure that you're wondering where coffee comes from. Let me introduce to you to the coffee cherry. It looks like this one. So you can see that there is an exocarp, which is also known as the outer skin. We have the mesocarp, also known as pulp. We have also a pectin layer, a parchment, a silver skin, until we go to the bean or the endosperm, kung saan ito yung ginagawang kape. Coffee beans are processed using two methods, namely the wet and dry methods. I prepared here a simple conceptual framework on the input and the output in processing coffee. So the input that we have are coffee cherries, water, and of course fuel oil for machine drying. And the output, we will have the green dried coffee beans and of course other solid wastes such as the outer hull, dust, and scraps. So there are two processing methods, the wet process and the dry process. In the wet process, the coffee cherries are sorted by immersion in water. So kapag bad yung cherries natin, it will float, and good ripe cherries will sink. The ripe cherries are then machine cleaned by pressing the fruit in water through a screen. And of course, we have the dry method. In the dry process, it involves sorting and cleaning cherries by hand and then placing them in the sun to dry naturally. So these beans, when they are already processed, they are commonly used as a beverage or the coffee that we know. Also, the coffee grounds can be used to repel cats, kill slugs, prevent weeds, aerate and acidify the soil, provide nitrogen, and also attract earthworms. If you're wondering about the composition of coffee, it is a rich source of caffeine, vitamin B2, magnesium, and of course plant chemicals, including polyphenols and diterpenes. Overall, coffee contains 2 to 3% caffeine, 3 to 5% tannins, 13% proteins, and 10 to 15% oils. So how will you store coffee beans? Of course, you need to place the beans or the ground coffee in an airtight, opaque container at room temperature, and you must make sure that it is away from sunlight. So the best space where you can store your coffee is a cool, dark cabinet. Why is this so? Because exposure to moisture, air, heat, and light can strip coffee its flavor. So I hope that you have learned something from this video. Here are my references. Again, this is Arvin para sa Bayan, Agham at Agrikultura.